This is the teacher Haris Bhatt, and you are seeing my YouTube channel Learn Accounting with Sir Haris. Today we are going to solve a question from 0452 O-level accounting or IGCSE accounting 0452 February March 2024 variant 22. So this question has come in February March 2024 variant 22. This is going to be a different question actually. Why? Because it has some parts of the questions are not that difficult, but they are examined very rarely in the exams. Very rare they come in the exams. So let's start question number 4 of February March 2024 variant 22 0452. And this question is basically related with final accounts of sole trader. Related to final account of sole trader, but it has something more to be examined by the examiner. So Sarah is a trader. She has prepared her income statement for the year ended 31st December 2023. This shows a profit for the year of 20180. So most important thing is this, that profit for the year is calculated. It is given in the question, and that is 20180. What does it mean? It means that statement of profit and loss is already prepared. It means that income statement is already done. She has closed the ledger accounts for income and expenses and has transferred the closing inventory to the income statement. So all expenses and income are transferred to the income statement, and closing inventory is also recorded in the income statement. The following balances remain in Sarah's ledger at 31st December 2023. Premises at cost is 1 lakh. Fixture and fitting cost is 40,000. Accumulated depreciation on fixture and fitting 15,000. Inventory at 31st December 2023 6275. That is going to be the closing inventory. Trade receivables, provision for doubtful debt is given. Trade payables are given. Bank overdraft is a current liability. Cash is given, is a current asset. Long-term loan, wages accrued are given. Wages accrued is not an expense, it's a current liability actually, because these are not the wages which are supposed to be recorded in the expenses. These are the wages which are not yet paid. These are the wages payable, unpaid wages. So it's a current liability. Capital is given and drawing is given. Prepare the inventory count for the year ended 31st December. Balance the account and bring down the balance at 1st January 2024. So we have to prepare the inventory account. So if you just look at the question, we don't have it. The closing inventory is given in the question. And if you see that opening inventory is not given in the question. So we have to close the closing inventory, right? Balance the account and bring down the balance at 1st January. We have to close the closing inventory, and we know that inventory count is already balance brought down is given. So what is this balance brought down? So you have to be very clear that what is this balance brought down? This balance brought down is basically our opening inventory. Yes, this balance brought down is basically our opening inventory, right? So opening inventory is the balance brought down, and here I'm going to write the balance carried down, and this is going to be the closing inventory actually, and the closing inventory is already given in the question. So let's see that what is the closing inventory given in the question. That is inventory at 31st December 6275. So I will write here 6275 over here 6275, and opening inventory is also transferred to the profit and loss account or the trading account income statement with the same figure, whatever be the amount of the opening inventory 5811, and closing inventory written with the name balance carried down will also be transferred to the profit and loss account with the same figure, which is 6275, and the date over here is also 31st December, and the date here I can write December, and the date here is also 31st December. So this is how we prepare the inventory count. So you should be able to understand that how to prepare the inventory count, because this is important that you should be able to understand the inventory count. You must be thinking this about this कि सर इन्वेंट्री काउंट बनाना तो कभी जिंदगी में किसी ने सिखाया ही नहीं है, हम तो देख ही पहली दफा रहे हैं। बेटा इन्वेंट्री काउंट बनाना हमारे ओ लेवल के पेपर में 2020 से 2025 के दरमियान एक दफा पहले आ चुका है, 1 से 2 दफा, लेकिन नॉर्मली ये एग्जामिन किया जाता है आईजीसीएसई के अंदर। तो क्योंकि अब आईजीसीएस और ओ लेवल सेम पैनल पर आ गए हैं, हालांकि ये पेपर आईजीसीएस का है फरवरी मार्च का, अभी उसने इसमें इन्वेंट्री अकाउंट पूछा है, लेकिन ओ लेवल के स्टूडेंट्स भी इसी पेपर से होकर गुजरते हैं तो उनको भी इन्वेंट्री अकाउंट बनाना आना चाहिए। तो इन्वेंट्री अकाउंट बनाना बहुत ही आसान है। कैसे? जो ब्रॉड डाउन है वो आपको ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री में आता है, लिखते हैं आप ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री इज द बैलेंस ब्रॉड डाउन, और उसे आप क्लोज कर देते हैं किसमें, बैलेंस प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के नाम से साल के एंड में। ये भी एंट्री आप 31 दिसंबर को ही कर रहे हैं, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में क्लोज कर सकते हैं। सर कैसे? देखिए आप स्टार्ट करते हैं ना सेल्स, बिल्कुल सर, लेस कॉस्ट ऑफ सेल्स, तो उसमें जब ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री लिखते हैं वो यही एसेट आपका ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री का होता है जो कि आप प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के नाम से हमेशा के लिए खत्म कर देते हैं। तो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट हमारा क्या हो जाता है, क्रेडिट हो जाता है। ठीक है जी यानी ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री क्रेडिट हो जाती है और प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट डेबिट हो जाता है, तभी आप ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री जो है वो कॉस्ट ऑफ सेल में लिखते हैं। क्लोजिंग इन्वेंट्री बैलेंस कैरी डाउन होता है, एसेट होता है, उसको भी आप प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के नाम से क्लोज कर देते हैं, क्योंकि वो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट यानी कि कॉस्ट ऑफ सेल में से क्या हो जाता है बेटा, माइनस हो जाता है, बिकॉज इट इज एन एसेट। और फिर ये आगे आपका नेक्स्ट मंथ का क्या बन जाएगा बेटा, ब्रॉड डाउन विच इज 6275। तो कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी द टोटल, एनीवन, टोटल बताइएगा, मतलब 5811 प्लस 6275 इज द टोटल। यस थैंक यू, 12086। थैंक यू रोमन। तो ये आपका टोटल आ जाएगा बेटा 12086। इधर भी आपका टोटल आ जाएगा बेटा कैसे, 12086। इस बार दोबारा एक दफा देखते हैं याद रखिएगा ब्रॉड डाउन के मार्क्स होते हैं, ठीक है, वैसे तो मैं बताऊंगा, याद तो आपने रखना नहीं है, फिर भी मेरा फर्ज है बताना। अगर आपको किसी पेपर में टी काउंट बनाने को कहा गया है और आप टी काउंट बनाने के बाद ये समझते हैं कि ब्रॉड डाउन लिखे बगैर आपको नंबर मिल जाएंगे, जो क्वेश्चन में रिक्वायरमेंट में अगर कोई मांगा हुआ अकाउंट, तो ऐसा नहीं है, आपका नंबर लाजमी कटेगा, क्योंकि ब्रॉड डाउन के बगैर वो नंबर नहीं देता। तो ब्रॉड डाउन यहाँ लिखा हुआ है, ये ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री दी हुई जनवरी 1 की, जो क्वेश्चन में नहीं दी हुई थी, इसलिए यहाँ दिया हुआ था बैलेंस। इसको भी प्रॉफिट लॉस अकाउंट के नाम से क्लोज कर देंगे, क्रेडिट कर देंगे, और क्लोजिंग इन्वेंट्री जो कि बैलेंस कैरी डाउन के नाम से एट द एंड आपके पास आएगी, जो कि क्वेश्चन में दी हुई है। तो बैलेंस कैरी डाउन में आपकी इन्वेंट्री देखें, क्लोजिंग इन्वेंट्री ही दी हुई है, दैट इज ओवर हियर, इन्वेंट्री एट 31 दिसंबर 6275, वो आप एट द एंड लिखेंगे, कैरी डाउन, जो कि ब्रॉड डाउन भी बनेगा नेक्स्ट मंथ का, नेक्स्ट ईयर का कह लें या मंथ का कह लें, बल्कि नेक्स्ट ईयर का, यस, ठीक है जी। तो वो 31 दिसंबर बैलेंस कैरी डाउन 6275 ब्रॉड डाउन भी आएगा, और उसको भी प्रॉफिट लॉस अकाउंट नाम से आप क्लोज कर देते हैं। वजह सर, क्योंकि दोनों ओपनिंग और क्लोजिंग इन्वेंट्रीज कॉस्ट ऑफ सेल्स का हिस्सा होती हैं, इट गोज टू द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस। ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री को हम ऐड करते हैं, क्लोजिंग इन्वेंट्री को हम माइनस कर देते हैं। तो ये है टी अकाउंट, इसकी पिक्चर ले लें ताकि आपको इन्वेंट्री का टी अकाउंट हमेशा बनाने के लिए याद ही हो जाए, बिकॉज इट हैज ए डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट, इट हैज ए डिफरेंट नेचर। आई होप सो कि आपने इसकी पिक्चर ले ली होगी। इफ यू हैवंट टेकन द पिक्चर यू कैन गो फॉर इट, सो दैट आई कैन मूव फॉरवर्ड, राइट। तो प्रॉफिट लॉस के नाम से आप ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री भी क्लोज कर देंगे और क्लोजिंग इन्वेंट्री को भी क्लोज कर देंगे। नेक्स्ट यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर द capital account for the year ended, balance the account and bring down the balance at 1st January. So now you have to prepare the capital account, which is quite simple, because capital account बनाना कोई इतना रॉकेट साइंस इसके अंदर जो है वो नहीं होती है। तो कैपिटल अकाउंट में आपको बताइए, सबसे पहले इस साइड पे आपका आएगा क्या बना, ड्रॉट डाउन बैलेंस, उसकी डेट भी आप लिख सकते हैं, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी 1st जनवरी। फिर प्रॉफिट फॉर द ईयर बेटा इसमें हम क्या कर देंगे, ऐड कर देते हैं एज यूजल, ये हमने पहले पढ़ा हुआ है, ऑब्वियसली मैंने ये पहले बनाना आपको सिखाया हुआ है, क्योंकि कुछ क्वेश्चंस के अंदर ये पेपर में आया हुआ है। और इस साइड पे आपकी क्या जाती है बेटा, ड्राइंग्स, और इनकी सबकी डेट जो है वो एंडिंग डेट ही होती है, प्रॉफिट की भी और ड्राइंग्स की भी, जो आप माइनस जो है वो करेंगे, दैट इज 31 दिसंबर, और ये भी आपकी आ जाएगी 31 दिसंबर, और फिर 31 दिसंबर को आपका क्लोजिंग कैपिटल जो है वो निकल आएगा, जो कि आपने फाइंड करना है, एंड ऑब्वियसली दैट इज गोइंग टू बी योर कैरिड डाउन। सो लेट्स सी दैट व्हाट इज द ब्रॉड डाउन ऑफ द कैपिटल। तो कैपिटल एट 1st January is given here, that is 115793, and drawings are also given, and that is how much, 19260. So 115793, let me write here 115793, I will write here 115793. Profit for the year is given in the question. Drawings are given 19260. It will be subtracted from the capital account. कैपिटल में प्रॉफिट ऐड होता है, ड्राइंग माइनस होती है. लेट्स सी प्रॉफिट फॉर द ईयर कितना दिया हुआ है हमें, हम देखते हैं. तो प्रॉफिट फॉर द ईयर चला गया. ये they chose a profit for the year is 20180. Here it is 20180, and I will see the drawing once again 19260. So I will write 20180 in the profit for the year section. So let me write it down here, 20180. Now I will go for the total, and I will go for the total on both sides with the same amount, which is the total of the credit side. So that is 139,973 here, 139,973 and I will write here also 139,973, and the difference of the two sides is going to be written with the name balance carried down. Okay, that is 116,713. 135,973. Okay, I can drop it up. Okay, 135,973, and here also 135,973, and carry down is 116. GG 116,713. Okay, 116,713. This will be written with the name brought down over here. Brought down 116,713. So this is how you are going to prepare the T accounts. And unfortunately, T accounts are coming in the question. You have to look for that. You have to probe into this, that how T accounts are going to be prepared, how we are going to manage the T accounts. We'll write balance brought down first on the credit side, then profit for the year is going to be added. Drawings is going to be subtracted, 19260 will get the carried down, and that will become the brought down of the next year. Let's move forward now. I hope you are getting the point. It's quite easy. Now we have to prepare the statement of financial position. He didn't ask us to prepare the income statement. Why, sir? Because income statement is already prepared. It is already done. We have prepared the income statement already. You have to prepare the statement of financial position for this question. So let me prepare the statement of financial position for this question. Statement of financial position. You know that it is a balance sheet, so it is one of the easiest pattern or part of the exam which you are supposed to understand. It will start from non-current assets. So let's see that how many non-current assets are given in the question. I will go back towards the question. In question, obviously only the balance sheet items are given because profit is already being calculated. Premises is 1 lakh, fixture and fitting is 40,000, and there is a depreciation on fixture and fitting of 15,000. So I will write here. You can go for 3 column also. I can write here $sign. Premises, I will write here. That is going to be 1 lakh. Fixture and fitting, I will write here. That is going to be 40,000. Cost, 15,000 is the depreciation. And net book value, I will write at the end. And that is going to be 25,000. Now I will add all them up to find the total. Sure. Okay. So let's see that how we are going to move forward. Sorry, beta, because you haven't come with your name. So I am going to delete you. Sorry. Okay. So let's move. So non-current, we'll add them up. So answer is going to be 1,25,000. I will write here 125,000. Now let's move towards the next part. That is going to be current assets. In current assets, we used to write the closing inventory first. Then we used to write the trade receivables. Then we used to write cash and cash equivalent. You know that. Then there can be prepaid expenses can be a part of the question. और पूछ भी सकते हैं क्वेश्चन पूछना है आपने तो बोल के भी पूछ सकते हैं. देखिए ये जो मैंने लिखा है डॉलर का साइन बेसिकली ये जो फर्स्ट कॉलम है इसे कॉस्ट कॉलम भी कहते हैं आप. ये डेप्रिसिएशन है और ये आपकी नेट बुक वैल्यू है. तो प्रीमिसेस पे डेप्रिसिएशन होती ही नहीं है तो वो डायरेक्ट हमने 1 लाख आउटर कॉलम में ही लिखा है. फिक्सचर एंड फिटिंग पे कॉस्ट 40,000 है, 15,000 डेप्रिसिएशन है, 25,000 नेट बुक वैल्यू है एंड द टोटल फॉर नॉन करंट एसेट्स is going to be 1,25,000. Now I am going to go for the closing inventory, current assets, sorry. So I will write closing inventory first. Let's see what is the closing inventory. Inventory which is given in the question at 31st December is 6275. Trade receivables 8540. Let me write 6275 in the second column. 6275. Then trade receivables are given. They are 8540 minus 427. Why, sir? Because provision for doubtful debt is supposed to be subtracted from the trade receivables. So 8540, we will subtract from 8540 and minus 427. So let's see. And right here, 8540 minus 427. What is the answer? Can you please tell me the answer of this part of the question? What is the answer? Okay, thank you. That is going to be 8023. 8023 is the answer. So I will write here 8023. Now I will move forward. Cash and cash equivalent, I will move forward. So cash and cash equivalent is going to be how much? Let me check. Cash is given here. Cash and cash equivalent not with the name, but with the name cash 350. And any other non-current asset is not given. So I will write cash 350. Let me write here. If there will be prepaid expenses, I would have written prepaid expenses. Total of the current assets is going to be trade receivables 8113. Let me check it out. If I have written wrong, cash is 350. Trade receivables 8540 minus 427. 8113. Okay. So that was wrong actually, but we have written in the past. So 8113, can you add all the current assets? We will get the total of the current assets and then we will get the total assets. What is the amount? 6275 plus 8113 plus 350. 6275 plus 8113 plus 14738. Okay. Here I will write 14738. So now I will go with the total assets. Total assets are going to be how much? Well, 1,25,000 plus 14738. So the answer is going to be 139,738. So I can write here 139,738. Now I will go with the equity and liability section of the balance sheet, which can be known as capital and liabilities. One and the same thing, both can be the part of. So I will start with capital, then add profit. This is how we used to do that. And then I will subtract less points. And I will get the answer. So capital at the start, we have prepared the T account already. So you don't need to worry for that because we have prepared the T account already. 115,793 is the capital. Profit is going to be added 20180 and drawings is going to be subtracted, which will come as a bracket. That is 19260. So the capital at the end is going to be 116713. 116713 is going to be the capital at the end. You can write here. Okay. Now I will wrap it up because capital account, I don't need that because I just have kept it with me because I want to write it in the equity and liability section. Now I'm rubbing it because I don't need that anymore. This is equity and liability section. Now I will go with non-current liability. There is a non-current liability because as per my thinking, there is a long-term loan is given. The long-term loan is given. So I will write long-term loan. And let me see the answer for the question. Here is long-term loan, that is 12,000. You must be thinking that long-term, sir, this question is quite easy. Then why you are solving this question? I will give you the answer. Normally we don't have such type of questions coming in the exam. That is statement of financial position. They don't ask you regularly statement of financial position. But this time, statement of financial position is required in the exam. That's why they have kept the question simple. It's not that hard because there is no adjustment, right? There is no such things which you have to go for. Which becomes little difficult for you. So now I will go with the current liabilities. And okay. So for current liabilities, obviously the major current liability is trade payable or account payable, whatever you want to write it. And then there is a current liability of bank overdraft. But in this question, there is another current liability which is given, and that is wages payable. Wages payable, wages accrued, outstanding wages, wages owing, accrued wages, these are all the same names actually, can be used interchangeably. So trade payables are 5125, bank overdraft is 4900, and wages are accrued are 1000. So 5125 trade payables, 5125, 4900 is the and bank overdraft, and wages payable is going to be 1000. I will go for the total of these trade payables. Can you please give me the answer of the trade payables? Oh, sorry, of the current liabilities. What is the answer of the current liabilities? That is 11025. Okay, thank you. So I can write here 11025. Now I will go for the total of equity and liabilities or total of capital and liabilities. It will come with the same as total assets. So 139,738 is going to be the total equity and liabilities. So this is how we are done with the question that our total assets is equal to total capital and liabilities. They are the same. They are the same. So they are not that difficult. Okay, we are done with that. And now let's move on. Any question if you want to ask, you can, because I'm moving on towards the next part of the question. Both the answers are equal if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Let's go forward. Inventory account we are done. Capital account, balance sheet we are done. Now Sarah is considering purchasing a delivery vehicle. She says she thinks that her sales would increase if she was able to deliver goods to her customers. She would charge a small amount to her customers to cover the cost of delivery. Sarah is considering purchasing a delivery vehicle. Okay. Non-current asset he wants to purchase. She thinks that her sales would increase if she was able to deliver goods to her customer. Okay, so delivery vehicle she is purchasing to deliver goods actually for that particular purpose, for the business use. And she would charge a small amount to her customers to cover the cost of delivery. So delivery, income she will get also. Advise Sarah whether or not she should purchase the delivery vehicle. Justify her answer by providing two advantage and two disadvantage of purchasing the delivery vehicle. Obviously, delivery vehicle will increase the non-current asset of the business, but there is going to be a cash outflow actually. So liquidity problem can occur because delivery vehicle will cost a heavy cost. It's a non-current asset, and we have a bank overdraft. So if we are purchasing a non-current asset on credit terms as a liability, because there is nothing written in the question that delivery vehicle has been purchased for cash. She thinks that her sales would increase if she was able to deliver goods to her customers. Obviously, Previously, it was done that goods had been delivered to the customers direct, not they were basically collecting. They were collecting the goods basically, but now they are going to deliver the goods basically to the customer. But she will charge a small amount. That particular small amount will become her income, and that income will increase the profit. The profit will automatically increase. But always remember that delivery vehicle is subject to depreciation. It is a non-current asset which will depreciate with the passage of time because of the asset will lose its value with the passage of time, wear and tear, restoration, decay, physical deterioration, whatever. That will be an expense for the business, and that expense will reduce the profit for the business. That expense will reduce profit for the business also, right? But as she would charge a small amount to her customers to cover the cost of delivery, it might be possible that some customers are not willing to pay anything for the delivery charge as delivery charges, because generally if you believe कि हम कहते हैं जब हम कोई खाना मंगवाते हैं कुछ भी जगहों से कोई चीज खरीदते हैं तो वो कहते हैं डिलीवरी फ्री है जी हमारी, कह देते हैं चाहे उन्होंने कॉस्ट जो है वो छुपाई हो है जो भी रखी हो, लेकिन ऐसा हो जाता है वो कहते हैं कि डिलीवरी फ्री है. तो कई कस्टमर्स माइट नॉट बी रेडी टू पे द डिलीवरी चार्जेस, which will definitely might lose customers because of that. Customers become unhappy because of that, right? Or some of the customers will definitely feel happy because the examiner has asked you to provide two advantage and two disadvantage simply. So both the things I have already informed you that how you will write the answer accordingly. State the meaning of the term revenue receipt. So amount spent on purchase of non-current asset is a capital expenditure, and amount received by the sale of non-current asset is a capital receipt. Amount spent by the sale of non-current asset is a capital receipt. But whatever income you get through sales revenue or through any other means is revenue receipt. Like commission received, rent received, interest received, they are all revenue income or revenue receipts are known as to be. Okay, so I hope so that you got the point, but you understood all the lectures, right? Any problem? I think we are done with this now because I hope so that you will be fasting today. I want you to enjoy, and the Eid is also coming. So hopefully see you after Eid now, and I'll be continuing the classes after 3 days of the Eid, maybe might be possible, but I will obviously inform you accordingly, right? So we are done with the question. Any problem? Otherwise, fine. Thank you very much. Take care. God bless you.